Joining us now, California Attorney General Rob Bonta. Mr. AG, thank you. What exactly happened here?
Well, back in February of this year, a patient, Anna Nussloch, very courageous, had a terrible and tragic and unlawful thing happen to her. She was pregnant with twins, and she had a premature bursting of her amniotic sac, and she went in to the emergency room in her area in Eureka, California, in the far north. Providence St. Joseph Hospital, and essentially instead of being provided with care that was life, because of her life-threatening condition, she was turned away. She found out the tragic news that both of her twins that she was carrying were not viable. They were not going to make it, and that her life was threatened because of the potential for infection and hemorrhaging. And she was told that because there was a heart tone detected, even with the non-viable twins, that they could not provide her emergency care. Now, mind you, this is an emergency room. Abortion is health care. Abortion is emergency care, and they refused to provide it against California law, the California Emergency Services Law. They gave her a bucket with towels in it. When they sent her away, quote, in case something happened in the car, she asked if she could drive to UCSF, and they told her that which was a number of hours away. They told her she would hemorrhage and die before she arrived. So they knew her life was at risk. They refused to comply with the law and provide her the life-saving care that she needed. So she had to go 20 minutes to a community hospital called Mad River. And when she got on the operating table, she was already hemorrhaging. Indeed, her life was at risk, her health at serious risk. So this should never happen. This was against the law. She was mourning and traumatized, in pain and bleeding, and was not provided the emergency care that the law requires.
The hospital says it's reviewing the situation. A spokesperson told the Associated Press that it reached out to Anna Nussloch and apologized. It was revisiting training and education in emergency medical situations, saying they're going to learn from this. The doctor, are you concerned that the doctor might try to sue over this themselves and say that they don't believe in abortion because of a religious belief, and that this is the sort of thing that could be taken back to the Supreme Court? I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just asking if you're worried about the potential for that.
We think that the U.S. Supreme Court has settled this area of the law. So has the California Supreme Court, that when there is a law that is neutral and of general applicability, as is California's emergency services law, then a appeal to the First Amendment does not overcome and outweigh the need to provide life-saving emergency care or emergency care that is a jeopardy to an individual's health or a medical hazard. So we believe that it's settled. We don't know who will do what and who will decide to sue. That will be up to them. But we believe we are on very firm and solid legal ground based on the facts here. This is the emergency care setting where people can lose lives and health can be damaged forever. And there was a duty. It was clear. And the First Amendment or a religious belief does not overcome the duty to provide that emergency services care.
Is Anna okay?
She's traumatized physically. I stood by her. I was able to give her a hug and share my sympathies for what she had to go through. And what she's very focused on is making sure that while her tragic incident happened to her, it doesn't happen to anyone else. I'm focused on that too. And I know that she's even more courageous and resilient and powerful because she's working through her own pain to fight for others who she may never know and they may never know her, but she will help save their lives and make their health better if we achieve the change that we're seeking here.
It is just from the way it's been described, a pretty awful situation, very scary and indeed traumatizing. AG Bonta, thank you very much for joining us.